Well, they say there's no time better than playoff hockey, and that's what we have for you right now. Welcome into the Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. I'm Matt Winthrop, joined alongside by Matt Stathopoulos, my co-partner, my co-pilot for Mad Matt on Ice, our awesome podcast. And tonight's matchup between McQuaid and Fairport. And earlier in the year, McQuaid came out on top over Fairport, a big 6-3 win, but it's playoffs. Both these teams had to win to get here. Both of them had impressive wins. And we're definitely in for a great game tonight, Matt.
For sure, yeah, no question about it. You can definitely expect both teams are going to have their minds in the right place, ready to come out flying, ready to really put the pressure on early and try and get out to that 1-0 lead. Both are coming off of identical 4-0 wins in their semifinal matchup, so you can really expect that both teams are going to be good to go. Should be a good goaltending matchup, and obviously there's a lot of offensive firepower as well, so really excited to see what's in store for tonight.
All right, well, we're going to bring you the action rather shortly. This is Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports.
It's the Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week. Starting for the Knights, forwards, number 9, Ryan Talty, number 15, Joe Pasco, and number 16, Lucian Rosdale. On defense, number 10, Craig McCabe, number 28, Brian Tyndall, and number 1, Connor Raymond in goal. Starting for the Raiders, forwards, number 15, Tyler Sullivan, number 22, Mason Eichmann, and number 26, Alex Schoeffel. On defense, number 4, Cameron Gebhardt, number 8, Cameron Krug, and number 31, Ethan Kaiser in goal.
We're here with McQuaid head coach Al Viverberg for tonight's game against Fairport. Now, it's been a while since we've seen you. We saw you in December last time we were here.
Yep.
Now, how would you say your team has grown since then?
I think we've matured a little bit. We're staying out of the box is the biggest thing. The kids are more on the same page than they were at that point in the year, and hopefully we'll stay out of the box tonight also.
What do you remember the last time you played Fairport? I mean, you guys beat them 6-3, but obviously things have changed since the end of January.
It was a very emotional game. There's a lot of friends on each team, and we've had a great rivalry with them for the last, number of years. And so it was very emotional last time. We're hoping to keep the emotions a little more in check this time. I think both teams got a little bit overwhelmed by it. So we're hoping to at least keep our emotions in check.
How proud of you have you been with the production of your top line? I mean, they carried you last time. What do you expect from them tonight?
I love them. They're great, and hopefully they fill the net again tonight.
Are you hoping for a little redemption with last year against these guys?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. We all talked about that, and the last time we lost to them was a heartbreaker. So we're hoping to get over that hump.
Thank you, Coach. Have fun tonight.
Thank you very much.
We're here with Fairport head coach Chris Moretter in preparation for tonight's game. Now, you played these guys earlier in this year. They beat you 6-3, but how would you say your team has grown since that game?
Well, we certainly made an effort over the past couple weeks to put an emphasis on our D zone. Against McQuaid in the end of January there, we had some lapses that led to three of their goals specifically. So we try to fix it up as best as possible in preparation for this game, and I think the boys are ready to go.
That was quite the game last time against Rush Henrietta. They barely reached double-digit shots. So what'd you like out of your defense that game?
Well, I just like the fact that we put a lot of pressure on their D. They had a tough time getting it out, and that was the game plan against Rush Henrietta. We knew that they didn't really face a team with our speed and size, and so having a good start against them was key for us. So I thought we did that.
And it seems like the story this year is if you give up shots, your goaltending's been there. I mean, talk about Chris Kaiser he has just been phenomenal this year.
Certainly, we play a pretty tough schedule, and Ethan's been playing really well for us throughout the year. We played a lot of, obviously, great competition here in Section 5, but we also, played West Genesee, Messina, who was the defending state champions. They shut both those teams out. Certainly we're going to go as far as our team defense, but it starts with Ethan. So I would expect him to have another great game tonight.
Are you hoping for a little deja vu with last year against these guys?
I'll tell you what, there's nothing like a Fairport-McQuaid playoff game. Last year winning in triple overtime, the year before they beat us in overtime. I would expect a great game tonight, and I know it's going to be a packed house. It's going to be a fun atmosphere. Really looking forward to it.
Thank you, Coach. Have fun tonight.
All right, thank you.
The Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week will return after these messages. High school hockey on My 18 is brought to you in part by Ralph Honda, done right. Canandaigua National Bank and Trust, and Rick's Prime Rib.
Welcome back to Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week. Only on My 18 Sports. It is the Class A championship matchup between McQuaid and Fairport. We should be in for a good one once again. Matt Winthrop joined alongside by Matt Stathopoulos, and I'm just really, I can't say it enough, I'm anticipating a good game. I mean, they met up early in the year with McQuaid coming on top 6-3, but it is a different time of year. Even in high school hockey, Matt, there's just nothing like playoff hockey. Look at this atmosphere. It's just unbelievable.
I couldn't agree more, Matt. You know, no matter what level hockey we're talking about here, you know both teams are going to be focused, and they know what's at stake here, so they're going to give their best. And yeah, I mean, we've got one student section. McQuaid is across from us, and Fairport's right below us here. They're going to be rowdy all game. That's going to make this that much better.
Face-off will be between Schoeffel and Pasco, with Pasco winning it clean back to his own zone, where McCabe will take over, the high-scoring defenseman for McQuaid. Had a fantastic season. Puck comes right in front of us, will be chipped out of the zone by Rosedale and sent down by McQuaid. Picked up, pass comes out in front of the slot, and it's tipped away and will sent back out of the zone, where Tyndall will take over for McQuaid. Chipped back in. And it'll be taken away by Fairport, and the Raiders will chip this one out and going down.
Quick change for the Raiders here. Good to see, you know, get the lines rolling here right off the bat.
Battle in the near corner, and it's kept in by the Raiders, but eventually it'll be coming around to a fair play by Pasco. He won't get this one out, but eventually they do, but we have our first penalty coming up, and let's see who's going to interference call. And by the looks of the way he's skating, I expect Craig McCabe to be making the skate to the penalty box. So Fairport get the first power play chance in with just 50 seconds into the game.
What an opportunity here for the Red Raiders. Not even a minute in, and they've already got the man advantage. Now they've got their student section going. Let's see if they can build off of that and maybe pop one in to take an early lead.
Is this the entire graduating class of Fairport? I can't. That's a big school, but there's a lot of people here.
It definitely does. They've stretched all along the bottom here at Ritter Arena, right in front of us on the Fairport side of the ice.
That puck could not be cleared out. A battle ensues in the near corner. Eventually, this is going to be cleared out of the zone. A good play by Cole Kidd, defenseman for McQuaid. So we got Campbell, Leonardi, the forwards out there for McQuaid, with Kidd and Schwartzman on defense. And a battle at the blue line eventually is taken away by McQuaid. It's Leonardi collides with two Raiders. I'm not sure who got the worst of that one.
Modesti tried to step up there on Leonardi, and it looked like he got the worst of it, as Leonardi did a great job standing his ground.
It's Spacies right now. We'll just backhand this one to the crease, and Raymond will hold. 44 seconds left in the power play, and I guess they counted that as a shot on net, man. I just looked up. They gave Spacies a shot, but
not much of a shot on that one, and not the start that Fairport wanted on this power play here. Props to McQuaid and Leonardi there, especially for doing a great job on the penalty kill and keeping them away from setting up and whatnot.
Face off between Schoeffel and Dugan. Schoeffel wins this one. Puck comes back to the point. A bit of an odd deflection. Pad save by Raymond. It was a bit of a knuckleball shot. Over to Krug at the point. He'll wind up and pass across. One-timer deflection. Raymond has it. I believe it might have been tipped by Sullivan. He is the leading goal scorer this year for Fairport. And I believe that might have been his goal if it was deflected.
That definitely was tipped by Tyler Sullivan. Good for him to go get him right in front of the net there, have a stick on the ice, and deflect it, but a great save there by Raymond. Face
off to the right of Raymond, who has had a strong year. Both goalies have had a strong year for their respective teams. Backhanded in the near corner. Tortora trying to muscle the puck away. Eventually goes into the far corner where Schoeffel holds it. Taken away by McQuaid. They'll just chip this one out. Dugan gets the lead pass. He walks in. Tries to get a shot on that, and he does, and I believe getting a piece was Kaiser. Not sure if that went wide. I think Kaiser got a piece of that one. Back comes Krug with speed. Through the neutral zone, he'll enter. Krug still with it. Pass out in front, the shot gets blocked. Glove down by Schoeffel. He won't be able to get a shot off. The penalty is up. It's Dugan. He'll flip this one up. Getting it is now Naska. He'll fire a shot. That one missed. McQuaid does not keep this in for too long. This will go down. Icing waved off. Kidd's back for the puck. Challenged by Nicely. That puck comes out through center ice. Nobody home for Fairport.
What a good forecheck by Nicey there to cause the turnover. Too bad none of his teammates were backing him up and they weren't able to generate any offense on that sequence.
Big hit in the neutral zone by Kidd and no call. It looked like Kidd might have been tripped on that one. He looks like he's a little shaken up. He will go to the bench. Pushing and shoving. Puck sent down. Play by Gebhardt. Taken back by Pepe. He gets knocked down. Puck will go all the way down past Raymond. And we will have another icing call. This first period is sponsored by Canandaigua National Bank and Trust. 23 locations throughout the Rochester area to serve you. Canandaigua National Bank and Trust, investing in you for over 125 years.
Cole Kidd appears to be okay over there on the McQuaid bench. One of the coaches leaning over and looking like asking him if he's okay, and he seems to be sitting upright fine, and no serious damage done on that last sequence there.
Good face-off win. Turnaround shot by Talty. That one looked like it didn't miss by much. Gilia will chip this one out. I believe it hit the referee. And now coming back is Spacies. That shot goes wide. Fairport's still putting on pressure in the McQuaid zone. So far, this has been an even matchup despite shots being 3-0 in favor of the Raiders. Puck gets poked out of play. Now it's Talty with a one-on-one. He gets around one. He drops it for teammate. Save made by Kaiser.
Phenomenal save by Ethan Kaiser as he denies Luke Rosedale. What a great, first of all, great effort by Ryan Talty there, setting it up. And then Rosedale squeaking in, trying to go high glove, but Kaiser flashed the leather.
Looks like Talty might have been looking for a call there as he did fall down. Not sure if it was a trip or not, but nonetheless, good effort to get it to Rosedale. And their first big save of the game made by Ethan Kaiser. Coming in, has a 94% save percentage on the year and a GAA with about 1.15 on the year. So this kid is about as good as it gets in Section 5. Puck flipped out of the zone. Campbell will bat this one. Stays in the neutral zone. Gets flipped down. Schuler will play for McQuaid. And the puck gets taken out. Eventually, Leonardi will send this one back into the Fairport zone. Coming back is Eichmann. His shot gets through, and Raymond will hold. 10:44 left to play in the first period. We're excited to welcome our new sponsor, RockSportsNetwork.com, where you'll be able to watch tonight's game and all of our games this season on demand 24/7 on your desktop, smartphone, or mobile device. RockSportsNetwork.com. You can watch me a lot on there, and if you want to listen to us two dunderheads talk about college hockey, you can. Face-off one. A nice pass down low, right in the open slot, pass across in the crease, and Gigi could not get a hold of that one.
Nice play by Jason White, noticing that Gigi was there. He put the pass perfectly, but Gigi was just unable to get a stick on it.
Look at Krug walking in and trying to get a shot off at a good poke check. Gets knocked off the puck. Back to the point, one-timer, pad save, rebound opportunity, cleared away by the defense. A good pass, here comes Campbell. He walks in, his shot is deflected, goes in on Kaiser. He'll hold with 10:10 left in the first.
Pretty good pace so far to this game, Matt. I'm sure you'll agree with me. Both teams are kind of exchanging chances, it looks like, at least over the last 2 or 3 minutes, I'd say. But yeah, definitely a pretty good pace, and it's only going to get better from this point on.
Face-off will be to the left of Kaiser. And it's Perota in the face-off circle versus Modesti. Good win for McQuaid, and a delayed offsides call. McCabe had to play that one out of the zone, so they have to check up. And now it's Michael Ball with the puck, avoiding the forecheck. Good pressure put on him by Perota. Tyndall will get there first from McQuaid, behind his own net. Pressure is applied, he turns it over. And a good back check by Perota to steal the puck away. Banked off the boards, this one's gonna go down. Icing waved off. Or excuse me, I guess they didn't wave icing off. I was sadly mistaken. Nonetheless, we're gonna take our first break. This is the Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. Welcome back to Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. Scoreless, 9:42 left in the first between McQuaid and Fairport. And shots 5-2 in favor of Fairport. Schoeffel tried to pass this one out in front, however it did get blocked. Now it's Krug with it now. Behind the net, Schoeffel still with it. McCabe knocks him down, plays the body, loses his stick, still kicks it away. Good play by Craig McCabe. He'll do anything to get the puck out of the zone. Turnover in the neutral zone. McCabe sees it poked off of his stick and is sent back in by McQuaid, and another icing call. 9:13 left to play in the first period.
Not much developing there, other than the turnover by McQuaid in their own end, but it was quickly responded by a good regain of possession by Craig McCabe, and then just elevated it out, and the face-off will be to the right of goaltender Connor Raymond.
The last time these two teams played, we already had a 1-0 lead at this point in the game for McQuaid, so Fairport, I mean, definitely a lot has changed since then, but coming out strong so far. Very even matchup. Puck gets sent out. It's Rosedale. Tries to get around Gebhardt, and he does. He'll get to the puck first. Tries to jam it out in front. Nobody there. Pass through the middle, and it's going to go all the way down. Nobody at the point for McQuaid. Raymond.
Sorry, Matt. I just said I'd like to see Ryan Talty hang on to that puck a little bit more. He didn't have anybody around him. I'm not sure why he rushed that.
Nice cross-ice pass to Kidd. He enters his zone. He'll just chip this in. Gebhardt's going to get there first for Fairport. Talty takes it away. Tried to walk it out at the top of the circle. He sees it poked off of his stick. And now it's Pasco. Loses this one, and he comes back to the neutral zone. Tried to pass that one over the red line, and eventually it gets covered by Gigi as he falls on the puck, and it draws the ire of the Fairport fans as they were poking away at that puck. 8:22 left in the first.
Anthony Gigi might have to get his wheels carved after that sequence there. I'm not sure why he fell down right there in front of the McQuaid bench. Nobody bumped into him or anything. He just kind of blew a tire.
I gotta say, looking around right now, Matt, there is just a lot of people here. And you know what, for high school sports in general, just the support they're getting, it's phenomenal to see.
Definitely great to see.
Pass too far to the reach for Dugan. However, he does get there first, tries to pass it on the front. Nothing doing. Back at the point. Puck sent back in. Gilia, let's just chip this one in a little further. A big hit. Dugan with it. He tried to drop it for, I believe that was Tortora. It gets stolen back. Dugan harassed on the forecheck by Spaceys. A great job by Spaceys to get Dugan away from the puck. As Leonardi puts on a couple moves, he'll just send this one in. Campbell racing to the puck. He loses that battle, and Ball will flip this one out. They'll go back in the McQuaid zone for a play by McCabe.
Great composure there by Mike Ball. He saw Leonardi coming, but he wasn't flustered by it, was able to get the puck out of the zone.
McCabe tries to get there first. We are in the near half boards, pretty much right in front of us. Flip back in the near corner. Tortora with it. And a good forecheck by Schofield. Fairport really strong on the forecheck so far tonight. Tortora still with it. In the near corner, he's being harassed by two Red Raiders. And now it's McCabe. He'll bank this one off the boards. It barely comes out of the zone. Dugan was streaking, looking for an easy pass. And now good play by Tortora. Here he comes, gets through the neutral zone up to Leonardi. Gets poked off the puck. A great play by Cameron Krug to poke Leonardi off the puck. One of the leading scorers this year for McQuaid, and a high-powered McQuaid team this is. It's, again, a battle right in front of the penalty box, just inside the zone. It's Dugan. His pass to the point gets deflected, and this will go all the way down where his goaltender, Raymond, will play it. Flipped over along the near half boards. It's going to come down right in front of us where it's taken back by Fairport. We're going to have a tripping call. As going to the box is Jordan. As that happened right in front of us, he took out Jason White. And we will have yet another penalty for McQuaid.
Bit of an unfortunate event there for Andrew Jordan, as it looked like he went in as Jason White had possession of the puck, so he just tried to poke check it away, but ended up taking out his feet.
This first period sponsored by Canandaigua National Bank and Trust, proud sponsor of high school and youth sports in the Rochester and surrounding communities. Canandaigua National Bank and Trust, investing in you for over 125 years. Say that 10 times fast.
No, thank you.
Seriously, I mean it. Okay, never mind. A bit of a short-handed opportunity is now coming down as Perota, 2-on-1. Fires a shot, save made by Kaiser.
Horrendous giveaway by Jake Spaceys there at the point.
And back comes Spaceys. He tries to pass it on the front, nobody there. It's Gilia at the point. He just sends it back in behind the net. Battle in the near corner. Coming away with it, Modesti. Gilia at the point. And a bit of a miscommunication. Now it's Kidd with the puck. He'll clear the red line, dump it in, and he's going to give chase to defenseman He'll head back to his position.
Still not much on these man advantage opportunities for the Red Raiders. McQuaid doing a great job taking away the middle of the ice.
It's Gebhardt with it. Circle back to the point. Cross ice pass to his D partner Krug. Down low into the near corner. Now behind the net, Schoeffel battles with Kidd. The puck comes out in front, and Raymond looking for this one. Comes back to the point, Gebhardt. Fires a wrist shot, gets deflected, and diving for that puck, I believe it was Eichmann, but Campbell gets there first and he'll send this down.
Wouldn't even call that much of a deflection there, Winthrop. It looked like more of a block as the puck was nowhere near the net.
Leonardi tried to pass on in front for Campbell, but good defensive play. And back comes Fairport. 5 seconds left in the penalty as shot gets blocked right in front. And the penalty is up. And now back comes McQuaid. It's Schwartzman, the defenseman, stepping up. Bit of a 3-on-2. Now it's Campbell in the slide. It's in his feet. 4 Fairport guys near him. He doesn't get a shot off. That gets sent back down. An icing call at 4:35 left in the first. We're going to take another break. This is the Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. Welcome back to the Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. Thank you for watching throughout the entire year. This has definitely been a great year of high school hockey. This is a Class A matchup between McQuaid and Fairport, the championship game. As the puck is right in front of us, back comes Fairport. Great back check by Pasco to knock the puck away. And now it's Rosedale. He enters his zone. He has a man on him the entire way. Still with the puck. Rosedale tries to fire short side. Save made by Kaiser. Rebound opportunity. And it was blocked in front as Talty was looking for a goal.
What an effort there by Rosedale as well. A big hit delivered there by Jason White for the Red Raiders.
White just hammered Tyndall, but back comes McQuaid. It's Talty. He'll drop it. His shot put on net by Rosedale. That one went wide. McQuaid starting to apply some pressure here. Battle behind their net. The pass goes to no man's land, and Fairport's able to take this one away. However, it's intercepted by McQuaid. They'll chip this one back in, and some rough stuff occurring right now. Nice glove by Tortora. His pass goes up to Talty. He's been out there for quite some time. Rosedale with it. This puck comes back. Tortora fans on his shot, and the Raiders will just clear this one all the way down. We're gonna have an icing call. 3:17 left to play in this first period, which is sponsored by, I should say, Canandaigua National Bank and Trust. Your hometown team since 1887 is a community's only local, full-service, community-owned financial institution. They believe that when your bank and your community work together, great things can happen. Canandaigua National Bank and Trust, member of the FDIC.
One player who has definitely showed up for the Fairport Red Raiders in this first period is goaltender Ethan Kaiser. He's made some tremendous saves so far, and specifically on one play before, his defensemen were unable to play the oncoming pressure rather, you know, what's the word for it? I guess deliberate, and then he was able to come up with a nice glove save.
Another shot put on, this time by Perota. Back to the point, McCabe's shot gets through, and it goes through the crease. And nothing doing for McQuaid. They're starting to get some opportunities now. A wrist shot did not get through. That one put on net by Schuler. So in the first few minutes or so was Fairport. Now they're on their heels. Have to clear this one out of the zone yet again. And in case you aren't aware, there was an icing call on Fairport. How high school hockey works is even if you ice the puck, you can make a change. If you're watching for the first time, there's 15-minute periods and minute-and-a-half minor penalties. So it's in case you're wondering, it is different from the pros and from college. But nonetheless, when you get two great teams like this, the hockey is still great. Here's Dugan, loses this one, and Krug takes it back. The defenseman being harassed the entire way, and his pass to Schoeffel just a little too far. Back to the point, it's Gebhardt. Great play by Dugan to steal that one back. And now here we go, one-on-one. Rosedale and Krug. His shot is blocked. Excuse me, that was Leonardi. And we have a penalty coming up.
And it looks like it's going to go to the Red Raiders here. I would judge by the cheering of McQuaid. Yeah, it's going to be
Mason Eichmann going to the box.
What a great rush there by Christian Leonardi, but not a good shot selection there as the defenseman was right in front of him and he fired it right into his shin pads.
2:05 left in this first period. Minute and a half up on the board. It's the first power play opportunity for McQuaid, and they have out on the ice their top guns: Leonardi, Dugan, Talty, Campbell, and McCabe. And penalty killing for the Raiders, it's Krug. I believe Nicely is out there as well, Gebhardt and Gigi. Couldn't tell if that was a 15 or a 5 just based on our angle, and the referee's in my way. If I could throw something, I would. I'm kidding. A slap shot by Campbell from the point. Save made by Kaiser. Campbell can definitely bring it. Dugan, a cross-ice pass. Talty, save made. Point blank by Kaiser.
Point blank, you're not kidding. What a save by Ethan Kaiser on Ryan Talty.
McQuaid starting to show their muscle. And now here's Leonardi. Good poke check off of him by Krug. Dugan with it. He is their leading point getter this year. That puck goes behind McCabe, and they'll have to check up.
These three forwards, you mentioned it earlier, Matt, how they're starting to show their size. What an advantage is now Jack Dugan is trying to use his speed to his advantage here.
Pass goes to Leonardi. He'll walk it on in front. And a rebound opportunity, and it's covered by Kaiser. Leonardi, I'm not sure if he tried to dish that one to Talty, but nonetheless, they both had a decent opportunity right there.
Not once, but twice he got the puck on net. I think he got his own rebound after that first shot, actually. And Ethan Kaiser, once again, putting his right leg out there and standing strong, keeping this a 0-0 game with just over a minute remaining in the first period. 41
seconds left on the power play for McQuaid. They are leaving the same 5 guys out there. Fairport finishes up a line change. Face off to the right of Kaiser. Won by McQuaid. It's Dugan back to the point. McCabe and Dugan pitch and catch. Slap shot deflection, I believe, by off the Fairport guy. And right into Kaiser. I'm not sure who that hit, if it was Ball or even maybe Schoeffel, but I thought that deflected off a Fairport guy, but Kaiser yet again having to make another big save on the power play.
Yeah, and this is a long shift here for this McQuaid power play unit, but they're doing a great job keeping the puck in, so you can't argue with their results so far. Now they've just got to see if they can capitalize.
Dugan has been strong on the face-off circle tonight. Leonardi up in front for Talty, and another save made. They love making that play right there. And the net gets knocked off. 17 seconds left in the power play. 51.3 left in the first period. Just want to mention thank you to Jeff and Stuart here at Ritter Arena for their help in making this broadcast possible. It's our 6th season broadcasting our Section 5 playoff games from here. They've been very accommodating here up in this, what is it, a crow's nest, I guess you could say?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
We'll go with crow's nest.
We're high above the ice here in a
so.
Unique fashion.
That's right. Talty at the top of the near circle. Campbell at the point. Back to Talty. They'll trade places. Campbell with a wrist shot. That one goes high and wide. The penalty is up. Fairport done penalty killing. It's Dugan to Campbell. His shot goes right into the mask of Kaiser, and he'll hold. And getting knocked down in front was Talty. Not sure if they're going to make a call there or not.
What a great look by Jack Dugan from the left half boards there to see Campbell in the high slot on the other end of the ice. And Campbell trying to go top cheese on Ethan Kaiser, but it looked like he did get him right in the mask there. Good job again by Ethan Kaiser for standing his ground and making another great save.
Well, there's a reason why Dugan has 19 goals and 34 assists on the year. I believe the leading point getter for all of Section 5. I'm kind of curious what he's going to do after this. I mean, he's a fantastic hockey player, but he's also very athletic. Puck comes around. Nearly kept in by Kidd. I think he does keep it in. No offsides call, and eventually it pops back out, and now it's taken away by Krug. He falls. Delayed offsides call. Puck comes back to Gebhardt. He's harassed by Rosedale. He gets there first, but he passes it out in front to nobody. And now Fairport trying to garner some offense, and their last shot gets sent high and wide, and that'll do it for the first. Shots 10-5 in favor of McQuaid after Fairport came out strong, and oh, there's going to be a penalty. Wow.
Very undisciplined penalty there by Cam Gebhardt.
I'm not sure what he was trying to do there, but McQuaid pretty much telling their guys to get off as soon as possible. And Gebhardt, I don't know what he was trying to prove there or not, but the referee saw it and he just gave him the hook. So
and a good call by the official there for sure. I mean, the play was clearly done. The period was over. No need for Gebhardt to go in there and deliver that hit.
No, and they're still trying to talk about it, but you know what? I mean, it's just high school sports. There's no need for that. Just, you know, go to the bench. That'll be fine. But that does it for the first period. We're going to have second period action coming your way. This is a Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports.
High School Hockey on My 18 is brought to you in part by Locker Room Sports, Zweigels, and the Rochester Americans.
Welcome back to the Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. It's near the start of the second period in a matchup between Fairport and McQuaid. Still scoreless, and we did have some rough stuff at the end of the first period, Matt, and it will be a penalty handed out to Cameron Gebhardt of Fairport. So McQuaid has yet another power play, and they had some great puck movement on their first power play.
Definitely, without question. I thought as a whole that first period was kind of neutral for the most part, but then as it picked up and it got more to the halfway point, McQuaid started to take over, started to come on a little bit. As evidence, they're out shooting Fairport right now 10-5, so we'll see how this turns out now in the second.
This second period is sponsored by Rick's Prime Rib House. Thanks to Phil and the gang at Rick's Prime Rib House for their ongoing support from Section 5 hockey and youth sports in Rochester. Shots 10-5 after one. McQuaid double up Fairport. See my math skills there, Matt? 5 + 5 is 10. Or you can do 5 × 2. I just want to show off in case anybody's listening.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And play is underway. McCabe holds it right in front of us for Fairport. They switch sides. And what they do in playoffs that's different is they actually clean the ice after first period. Normally what they do there in regular season is only have about a 2-minute intermission. They only clean the ice after the second period. McCabe over to Campbell. Pass too far, out of the reach for Talty. Leonardi tries to poke this one back in, but it's sent out again by the defense of Krug. And now it's Dugan. Turning back, McQuaid yet to really enter the zone and get some pressure on, but as I say that, here's Dugan walking in. Right in front of us at the top of the near circle. Down low to Leonardi. Back to Dugan. Back to the points, McCabe. His wrist shot just misses, and the rebound, Talty could not get there. That one gets sent down out of the zone by Schoeffel. Fairport will make a change.
I'd like to see McCabe get that shot off a little bit quicker. He hesitated a little bit too much, and who knows, that could have been the difference.
Talty tries to get around Krug, and he does. He fires a shot. That one goes high and wide, and McCabe cannot keep it in. Race to the puck, Campbell, and a speedy White. Campbell uses his long reach to get there first. And now it's Dugan. Through the neutral zone, he'll enter the Fairport zone. Dugan with it, fires a shot, save made by Kaiser.
Great speed there by Jack Dugan letting the shot go, but once again, Ethan Kaiser has come to play.
Penalty is up, Fairport back to full strength. Gebhardt comes to the bench. McCabe with it, he'll send it around to Campbell. Too far of his reach. However, he pokes this one free. Back to McCabe, and he loses it. Leonardi gets this one back for Talty. Talty gets stood up in the neutral zone, and sending him to the ice was Gilia. And that's not a tough thing, that's not an easy thing to do. I mean, Talty is a pretty big guy, but good hit by Gilia.
I was just about to say, it looked like Fairport was starting to get a little intimidated with McQuaid's physical play, but Gilia said, must have heard me, must have read my mind before delivering that hit. What a hit.
Back comes McQuaid. Lead pass too far to the reach. Leonardi's going to get there first. No offsides. Leonardi tries to put that one on net. Backhander put on by Pasco. Save made. A good opportunity put by Leonardi, but a good back check. Preventing him from getting a shot off. And now it's Kidd with it. In the McQuaid zone. Banked off the boards. And this one gets sent down. Falk. Race to the puck with Pasco. Now it's Rosedale. Back to the point, it's Kidd with it now. Here's the shot. Save made, and it's a rebound right in front of the net, and it's held by Kaiser. 12:04 left.
As good as Ethan Kaiser has been so far in this game, his defensemen in front now I'd say since about 3 minutes left in the first period to now, they've been doing a much better job in front of him, taking away the middle as that puck just kind of trickled in on him, and he was able to freeze it to get the stoppage of play. I think it's safe to say, Matt, we're not going to see a shot advantage with Fairport in this game, 44-10, like it was last time against Rush Henrietta. As shots are now 11-6 in favor of McQuaid, but you know, last time these two teams played, it was high scoring. We're didn't get to see a goal. No chance on that happening. The Rush Henrietta only allowing 10 shots to them. McQuaid is a much different opponent and clearly evident by today's shot count. And now Fairport with it again, trying to break out of their own zone. It's Stoffel, lead pass, goes up to Sullivan, the leading goal scorer. Good poke check by Schuler to knock the puck away from Sullivan. And Kidd comes back to put a body on his man. Rosedale tries to chip this one out. And it's recovered by the forward Eichmann. It's passed through the skates of Sullivan. Schuler with it. Will pass this one in the middle of the ice. Fair play by Rosedale. Gets poked off of his stick. Now it's Kidd. And a good play by Rosedale using the long reach to get the puck away. He'll put it ahead for Pasco. Drops it for Rosedale. Walks in. Shot, rebound opportunity. And it would not go for Pasco. I don't think he got all of that one. Great chance there for Pasco, but I think he just ran out of real estate as the side of the net came up on him rather quick. McCabe's lead pass. This one gets tipped up out of play. 11:04 left to play in this second period. Face-off will be, looks like, right in front of the McQuaid bench. You know, man, one thing I've noticed in this game so far is there haven't really been too many odd man rushes, like clear odd man rushes, if you want to say. I think that's a sign that both teams are playing a little bit conservative. Who knows, maybe it'll start to open up a little bit later, but for right now, there haven't been those clear odd man rushes that you at least see one by this point in any hockey game. We could have one right now, a wrist shot, great block on that shot by Tortora, lying down, and now here we go, potential 2-on-1. Perota fans on his shot, still has a pass out in front, and it gets poked away by the defensive Falk. I'm pretty sure he got a stick on that one, sent to the near boards. There it was right there. Perota with a chance on the 2-on-1. He elected to take the shot, but didn't get the shot he wanted, and Fairport was able to dodge a bullet there. Wrist shot gets blocked in front. McQuaid will regroup. Nearly a hit from behind if he actually got all of that one, but didn't work. Now it's Tortora. We'll backhand this one up the boards. Nasca just tips this up a little further for Perota. Enters his own, wrist shot low, stick save made. And now here we go. It's a potential on-man rush, a shot, good play made by Tortora to get enough of that one. Pass comes out in front, rebound opportunity, save made by Raymond. Sprawling save by Connor Raymond to deny, was it Spacies he denied there, or? I'm not sure who got the last touch on it. I think that might have been Pepe. I think that was Jordan Pepe who was right in front, standing right in front of the crease, and Raymond making arguably the best save we've seen tonight. This has been a stout goaltending matchup. We knew coming into this game both these teams had good offense, but the goaltending has been superb. Definitely. Spacey's got that first shot from the right side, and then I think it was Pepe, you're right, Matt, who followed up with the wraparound chance, but Raymond just sprawling across the crease to deny him. Puck comes around in the near corner, will not get out, so Leonardi will bank this one out. Goes along the far side. Dugan could not reach this one, so now it's Campbell stepping up. He'll enter the zone. He fires his shot. That one just missed. Dugan with it. They'll cycle back to the point. Leonardi gloves it down. Kidd at the point. They could not keep that one in. That dances on the blue line, and now back comes Krug. Winds up, blocked right in front of him by Tyndall. Krug still with it. Pass out in front, an opportunity put on net by Eichmann, and getting the pad on that one was Raymond. What a chance for Eichmann. He just couldn't get enough wood on it for a decent shot. Dugan tried to drop that for Leonardi, but it's taken back. And here comes Fairport. Back and forth action so far. Shot put on that gets blocked in front as Sullivan was looking for the net. Back to center ice. Gebhardt, good poke check by Leonardi. Here he comes 1-on-5 as his team's making a change. And he loses that one. Schofield over to Sullivan. And a good poke check by McCabe.
That comes out to the middle of the ice, and it's taken away by McQuaid. Rosedale drops it for Leonardi. Pass comes across. Behind the net, pass out in front, they score! It's Rosedale! A beautiful feed by Pasco right in front, and McQuaid takes a 1-0 lead. 8:34 left to play in the second period.
What a play by Joe Pasco with the puck behind the net. Throws it in front unnoticeably, and Luke Rosedale right there to bang it by Ethan Kaiser. Poor Kaiser, not much he could have done on that one. It was just a no-look play, and what a way for McQuaid to take the 1-0 lead.
As shots now 14-10. Goals scored by Rosedale. And a beautiful feed out in front. Rosedale, that's his first point of the playoffs.
And it couldn't have come at a better time.
We'll wait to see who gets the assist. The puck comes down in the zone. Fairport trying to regroup. Banks this one up. It'll be Rosedale's goal, and we know Pascal will get a primary assist. A backhander on in front, and it's in, they score again! It's Talty! A single-handed effort to backhand that one, gets his rebound. He might have batted that one out of midair, but that goes in. 2-0.
Ethan Kaiser was protesting at first. I think he thought Talty got his glove on it, but I'm pretty sure after Talty took the initial shot, it deflected up, and I think he got it with the blade of his stick one more time, and that was able to get it up over Ethan Kaiser. Nonetheless, McQuaid has a 2-0 lead. A bit unfortunate play there by Kaiser. He was kind of held out to dry there. I'm not sure why Talty was allowed to walk in all alone, but you know, that's something Fairport's got to put behind them, and they've got to respond to this now.
Not even, I believe not even a minute later, McQuaid back on the board. It has been all McQuaid this second period with 8 minutes left in it. Talty given credit for the goal. Let's see if there's an assist on it. Talty unassisted. 7:47 left in the second. We're going to take a break. This is a Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. Welcome back to Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week. The second period, McQuaid up 2-0 on Fairport. The second period sponsored by Rick's Prime Rib House. For the biggest mouth-watering prime rib in Rochester, give Rick's Prime Rib House, Buffalo Road and Gates. Good for your next family gathering. That puck goes up and into the netting. And you know, Matt, the first period was rather back and forth when we saw shots 10-5 in favor of McQuaid, but they have really come out and made a statement in the second period.
Definitely, without question. And if you're the Fairport Red Raiders right now, it's simple. You need a little bit more. Maybe you need to bring it back to the basics. Maybe you need to be a little bit more simple when you bring the puck over the blue line. Fire a shot on net and test Connor Raymond here. He hasn't been tested in the last few minutes, so see if you can catch him sleeping with something like that.
That puck gets flipped out of the zone. Cole Kidd will grab this one and gives it to Dugan. He cycles back, avoids a forecheck of Schoeffel, and avoids a hit. He still has a puck, eventually loses it to Sullivan. But nonetheless, a good single-handed effort. Collisions and a shot. Raymond will hold. And a beautiful shot put on by Eichmann. A nice slap shot, but Raymond holds. 7:13 left in the second.
Well, Mason Eichmann must have heard me up here, as that's exactly what he did. He crossed the blue line, wound up for the big blast, but Connor Raymond got down on 2 knees, flashed the leather, and said, "I don't think so today, Mason." A great save by Connor Raymond, and way to keep his focus here.
You do have a voice that carries, so maybe he did hear you. Maybe he heard
I'll take that as a compliment.
I don't know about that. Maybe he heard you say top cheese. Now it's Rosedale. He'll drop it for Tortora. He fires a shot, gets blocked right in front of him. And a good keep in for the time being. And a great poke check by Tyndall to knock that one off a Schoeffel stick. And because of that, he is offsides. 6:57 left in the second period. Shots now 16-11 in favor of the home team in this game, McQuaid, who came in as a 1 seed in the A bracket.
Not sure what Alex Schoeffel was protesting to the official there. I don't think he liked the offside call, but it looked pretty clear to me. Nonetheless, you know, you don't want to see the Red Raiders, you know, if they're down like this, for their sake, they can't be worrying about the officials. They can't be making excuses. They've just got to be ready to play.
That shot nearly put on net, and a rebound comes out in front, and it's going to be put at the point. A shot, rebound opportunity, save made by Kaiser. He robs Rosedale, who was looking for his second, and despite giving up 2 goals, Matt, Kaiser has made some fantastic saves.
That was absolutely phenomenal. Laying down on his stomach, Luke Rosedale, the whole top corner wide open. But Kaiser says, I don't think so. Let me show you my glove for a second here, and he did just that.
Face off to the right of Kaiser, won by his team and taken away by Falk. However, the strong forecheck of McQuaid keeps this one into the far corner. That pass comes out nearly in front. Now it's taken back by Naska. To the point, Tyndall. Shot gets sent wide, Naska with it. Tries to wrap around opportunity. That one went through the crease. Naska still with it now. Poked off the puck by Falk. They try a lead pass. Tyndall keeps this one in. His shot gets knocked down in front and cleared away. McQuaid still applying pressure. Tyndall at the point. His wrist shot deflected, but was going wide anyway. Naska out in front. The backhander opportunity, and it's still there. Kaiser's down. Back to the point, Tortora. He'll walk the line, send it back along to the far circle. Good pressure being applied here by McQuaid. As you can see, Fairport's starting to get a little tired. Perota seals it back, tries to pass out in front, nobody there. Eventually, this puck does get in the neutral zone, and that gives time for Fairport to kind of gather their thoughts, and this gets sent down for an icing call. 5:25 left in the second period. We're going to take another break. This is Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. Welcome back to Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. McQuaid up 2-0 on Fairport in the Class A championship game. Just want to also thank you for watching throughout the entire year, as this has been a stupendous year for high school hockey. Did you like that adjective? I have not used stupendous.
Stupendous? Really?
Yeah, stupendous. I have not honestly said that in years, but it really describes this.
And for good reason.
Exactly. Back comes Fairport. A big hit. McCabe and Spacies both fall down. McCabe looked like he tried to go old school there. You don't see that often.
Spacies thought he was getting the best of McCabe there, but it was kind of a little bit both, because they both ended up falling down. But talk about a collision.
And McCabe and Spacies are two big boys. McCabe up to Dugan. He gets around Sullivan with speed, and he gets hit, taken out by 2 Red Raiders. A bit of a tag team right there. Puck comes back to the point where Schuler will leave it in for the time being. Eventually it comes back out. Leonardi trying to get that one to Campbell. It was a little too far out of his reach. And a good forecheck, and Dugan does a good job of keeping this in, but he has no help there. And a big hit into the bench as Dugan gets sent to the bench. You can hear the Fairport fans all riled up for that one. But back comes Dugan. Good poke check off of his stick.
Jack Dugan probably has at least about 4 inches in height on Cameron Krug, but Krug got the best of him there, no question.
Campbell winds up for a slap shot. Save made by Kaiser. Campbell can definitely bring it. This second period brought to you by Rick's Prime Rib House. If you're looking for the biggest, juiciest prime rib in Rochester, give Rick's Prime Rib House a try. A great family atmosphere and great service adds to your dining experience. Rick's Prime Rib House, Buffalo Road in Gates.
Just under 4 minutes to go here in the second period of the faceoff, coming up to the right of Ethan Kaiser of the Fairport Red Raiders. Yeah, I think it's time for his teammates to stick up for him a little bit and start playing in the other team's end a little bit. He needs some help here.
Puck kept in by McQuaid. Pasco, nice pass to Talty, backhander. I believe Kaiser may have got a piece on that one, but a good give and go for Talty and Pasco. Coming back. McQuaid trying to get this puck out of their zone. And it's kept in. Down low, Schofel, his pass on the front gets deflected by Talty and will go into the boards. Now the puck travels behind the McQuaid net. As the defense gets there first, Schwartzman. And his D partner will get this one out. That shot sent in on Raymond. Blocker save. He'll waffle board that aside. Into the corner.
Doc.
Thank you. That puck comes out of the zone. It'll be sent back in by Gilia. He'll go off for a change. Delayed offsides call for Fairport.
Pretty good shift there for the Mason Eichmann line. They sustained pressure in McQuaid's zone, got a couple shots. Now let that be something for them to build off of.
Battle in the near half boards. That puck comes out in front. Nobody there for Fairport. And a good stick move by Nicely. His shot reaches in the crease, and it's in. They score! The original shot by Nicely. It went off a glove of Raymond, and I believe this could be Jason White's goal. Just based on his celebration, he lost his stick too.
No question about it. It was Nicely who took the original shot. As you mentioned, Matt, Connor Raymond got the glove on it, but the puck just had enough mustard on it to trickle in behind him. And no doubt, Jason White did get his last stick on it. He actually lost the stick. I think the McQuaid defenseman kind of slashed it away, but he got enough on it to get the puck in the net, and that's all that matters. And the Red Raiders have cut the lead, the McQuaid lead, that is, in half.
2:43 left. In this second period, Fairport has momentum. And they win the faceoff. However, Tyndall will send it back to neutral zone.
Rather obvious point here, but that's just what the doctor ordered for the Red Raiders. The fans are back in it.
A shot that goes up and over the net, my goodness! That was almost a great break for Nicely. Wow.
Delayed penalty coming up to the Red Raiders now. Sorry, Matt.
That's all right. Here comes Dugan, and I'm not sure if they called offsides there. If they did, I don't agree with that one, but nonetheless, we have a delayed call. 2:17 left in this.
I think it's going to be Anthony Jiggy for roughing, I believe, is what the official signaled. Yes, there it is. That's a rough on Jiggy.
Shots 18-17, and McQuaid looking to get their 2-goal lead back. They started off 2-0, and Fairport just came back with a fantastic goal.
No surprise here, McQuaid answering with the Jack Dugan line to start the power play. These guys can really throw the puck around. It'll be interesting to see how Fairport responds.
Here's McCabe at the point. He likes to bring it from there, and he does, looking for a deflection. It didn't work. Schofel's lead pass sent to Sullivan. And now Campbell with it. He'll feed it back far side, or near side, excuse me, to Dugan. It's too far out of his reach, and then Fairport will send it back down. Raymond with a good play to send that one away from Sullivan. Dugan trying a better cross-ice pass, but it's tipped in front of him, and Campbell will play it up. There's Dugan with it again. Trying to do a little too much, and that gets sent out of the zone, and Raymond will hold it. 40 seconds left in the power play, and 1:25 left in the period. Here's Campbell. Lead pass under the stick of Talty, taken back by Modesti, and eventually this one gets sent down where Raymond will have to make a glove save on that one.
I said it before the power play started, it'd be interesting to see how Fairport responds, and so far they've responded well. McQuaid has not been able to get anything set up on this power play, and this is with this top Jack Dugan line out the whole time.
Less than a minute in the period. Penalty will be up in 5. Leonardi gets around one. Good poke check on him by Krug. Cross ice pass, too far to reach for McCabe. The penalty is up. Dugan with it. He nearly loses this one to Modesti. Around the net goes Dugan. Up to Leonardi. He'll break the red line and enter the zone. He'll put a shot on that. Quick shot on Kaiser, and he'll have to make a save. And a Fairport player goes down. That's Eichmann. Fans looking for a call, as they normally do.
McQuaid definitely got away with one there. Mason Eichmann was nowhere near the puck and got taken out of the play. Definitely should have been an interference call, but the referees disagreed.
That looked like a hand pass there, but nonetheless, play still continues. Here's McCabe. 8 seconds left. That puck will just get sent back into the Fairport zone and flipped up, and now an opportunity for Nicely. He'll flare a shot, gets blocked in front of him by Tyndall. Good opportunity, but Tyndall comes up large with a good block, and Connor Raymond gives him a nice pat on the head as a thank you for that. So that's the end of 2, and goals 2-1 in favor of McQuaid. And bit of a fast period there.
No question about that. I mean, especially, I know we said this about the first period, but the second period was identical. You know, as it continued, you know, in the beginning it was all McQuaid. It's kind of weird. It was almost like a vice versa type of thing, because in the first period, the way it started, it seemed like both teams had their fair share of chances, and then McQuaid kind of picked it up. But then here in the second period, McQuaid came out flying. They were clearly the better team, and then Fairport started to respond, hit them back, get their own chances, and they eventually cut the lead in half. And boy, did that set up a great third period. I know you're excited. I'm definitely excited. We have a great finish here at Ritter Arena.
Matt, we're broadcasting hockey. I'm pretty sure it's mandatory for us to be excited, because why wouldn't we be?
Well, good point. I usually don't agree with you, but I definitely have to agree with you on this one. Good
it's
call.
Mandatory, you do. Anyway, we're going to take a break. We'll have third period action coming your way shortly. This is the Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. We're at the end of two periods here at Ritter Arena between McQuaid and Fairport. It's a Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week. Score 2-1 in favor of McQuaid, and we didn't see any goals in the first period. We saw 3 in the second. McQuaid jumped out to a 2-0 lead, really had a lot of momentum, but Fairport came back and got a late goal, and it seems like momentum can go either way now, Matt.
Definitely, it really set the stage here for this third period. Like we mentioned right there at the end of the second period, it seemed like in the beginning of the period, McQuaid had most of the momentum, but then Fairport started to come back a little bit. You know, they cut the lead in half, finally got that first goal. They got their student section right below us here back into the game, and it really set up a showdown. Ethan Kaiser's playing great, keeping him in and giving him a chance. And of course, got to give the credit to McQuaid too. That top line with Jack Dugan there and Leonardi, they're doing great. You know, it's going to be interesting to see who gives first and you know, who propels eventually to the top.
Real quick, what do you think is being said in each locker room to teams?
Well, I think McQuaid is talking amongst themselves, saying, you know what, guys, we have the lead, but let's go into this third period pretending the game is 0-0. We do not want to sit on a one-goal game. It's important that we stay up and we keep the tempo going so that we're prepared for them just in case they're ready to throw us their best, because, you know, chances are they probably are. And if you're Fairport, you say, you know what? It's the championship, the final. We've got to leave it all on the ice here. We've got to do what we can to get this game tied up, and let's just go from there. Worry about getting it tied and then build off of that.
We'll have third period coming your way shortly. Once again, McQuaid is up 2-1 after 2 periods over Fairport. This is the Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports.
High school hockey on My 18 is brought to you in part by Bill Graves, Rock Sports Network, and D-Train Media.
Welcome back to the Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. It's the Class A championship game between Fairport and McQuaid, with McQuaid up 2-1 as we're about to enter the third period. Shots 19-16 in favor of McQuaid, and I got to tell you, we've been kind of redundant, I guess you could say, a broken record, but just expecting a good game, and that's what we have had here today. Not a lot of turnovers, we still have had some, but we've had good opportunities back and forth, and it seems like both teams at one point have had a lot of momentum.
For sure, it's been phenomenal. We expected nothing less than this, and now it's up to the Fairport Red Raiders to, you know, really fire, give it all that they've got. Down by 1, they're certainly not out of this game because they responded well at the end of the second, so let's see how they play it out here.
I feel like I need to do this now because otherwise he'll keep whining to me about it, but my good friend Ryan Cosgrove from Churchville is here, and he's the leading scorer for that team and their franchise, so congrats to him. A quick shot out of that post. That was a ringer by Sullivan.
What a chance right in the slot there for Tyler Sullivan, but he just got the iron.
And back comes McQuaid. It's Talty. He'll send this one in. And it will come back on Kaiser. He'll hold with 14:30 left. I know Kazi might be a little upset about that whatever shout out I gave him, but whatever. I'll get over it. 14:30.
Looks like we had a little altercation there between McCabe of the McQuaid Knights and then Mason Eichmann there, and it looked like McQuaid pointed up toward the scoreboard. I think he told them, you know, take a look up there, but you know, you don't want to don't want to take a risk as far as firing people up. Who knows what Mason Eichmann feels now. Maybe he's going to go on the bench and tell his mates, hey, he just told me to look at the scoreboard. Let's be ready to go here.
I would think McQuaid would want to have more of a comfortable lead. Puck comes back, and I believe they hit Dugan in the face.
Right, before talking about scoreboards and whatnot.
That's
I see what you're saying there, Matt.
It's Dugan with it behind the net where he likes to be. The puck comes out in front, back to the point. Kidd, he'll let it go. Deflection by Campbell. That one goes wide. And a bit of a hold up in front of the net, but it's Dugan who comes away with it. He'll cycle back to the point. Dugan with the puck yet again. He'll cycle back around again. He'll put it on net. Save made by Kaiser.
Jack Dugan looking like Peter Forsberg on that play. He did that a lot in his days with the Colorado Avalanche, just constantly circling the net and waiting for his opportunity to open up.
Sent back in for a play by Krug. You know, that was a total Pierre Maguire moment right there. I'm just saying.
It was 100% true, though.
Yeah, I know, but the only thing that was missing was your shaved head and glasses. Otherwise, you'd be Pierre. Campbell will bank this one off the boards. It will go down. No icing. Race to the puck, kept in by Kidd. Good keeping at the point. He loses it though. And now here it could be an odd man rush. Schuler racing to the puck. He'll get there first from McQuaid. That one gets tipped out of play. 13:20 left to play in this third period, which is sponsored to you. This third period, excuse me, is sponsored by Locker Room Sports. Just need to find my sheet. I can help you out there. Locker Room Sports, outfitting beginners to pros playing hockey, soccer, and lacrosse since 1977, including Ryan Callahan of the Tampa Bay Lightning and Brian Giunta of the Buffalo Sabres and their families. Puck gets sent back into the near corner where McCabe will take over for McQuaid. Modesti with it now. Down low, that puck gets sent on net. McCabe will just send it away. Fairport trying to regroup, looking for that all-important tying goal. 12:55 left in the third. Not even 2.5 minutes in. Nice cross-ice pass, and here comes McQuaid. And the pass across goes under the stick of Naska.
Great play there by Michael Ball, the Fairport defenseman, to take away the middle of the ice.
And another shot put in on Kaiser, who'll glove that one. His 18th save of the night. 12:38 left in the third.
And once again with that first baseman's like glove, just so casually snagging that one out of midair and controlling it so that there's no rebound. Ethan Kaiser, we can't talk about him enough tonight, how well he's played.
Face off to the right of Kaiser. It gets one. Talty gloves that one and he'll shoot it wide. Kept in by McQuaid. And it'll come back to the point. A wrist shot nearly deflected, but nonetheless it goes wide. It's Pasco. Pass out in front. It's in the crease. Pasco still with the puck. He manages to come away with it. Back to the point to Tortora. Loses it, and now coming away is Gebhardt. Cross ice, Sullivan winds up. Raymond will hold onto that one. Thanks to Steve Ralph at Ralph Honda for their support of high school hockey. They've been the sponsor of our games for 6 years now. Excuse me, and we, along with these student athletes and their families, really enjoy seeing these games on TV. And every time I say that, I always try to make it seem like I'm egotistical. I say that, you know, I love seeing myself on TV, but I don't know. There's a reason why they say face for radio, Matt.
Don't worry, we know you're in love with yourself, so it's all good.
No, that makes me seem egotistical. I'm in love with hockey. I think you and I both are. Puck comes back to the point. Krug's shot goes wide. And another shot put on. Raymond gets a piece of that one. Looked like it was going wide regardless. Down low, Sullivan tried to pass that one out in front. McCabe stopped it. McCabe doing a good job of cycling away from Sullivan. And a lead pass for Dugan. He walks in off sides, and I didn't hear that one at first. I thought Dugan was in the clear, but I think he did too.
Whoa, whoa, Jack Dugan just skated by Ethan Kaiser and gave him a little shove, and now he's turning toward the Fairport fans and giving them a gesture. Well, nothing too serious as far as that, but I think Kaiser did come out of his way there to maybe say something to him first, so he probably initiated it, but still, maybe that set the tone here for the rest of this third period.
Not sure what the Fairport fans are saying. I'm not sure if we should
repeat that over the air.
I was going to say, I don't think we should repeat some of that over the air. 11:48 left in the third period. As McQuaid has the puck jammed in their own zone. McQuaid being pushed hard up against the boards by Gigi. But yeah, he comes away with it. Clears the red line. McCabe, he'll put a shot on net, gets blocked right in front by Gebhardt. Dugan with it. And falling down, I believe, is Gebhardt, and he is slow to get up. Not sure what happened there. But right in the McQuaid fan corner, and they are taunting him behind the net. In the McQuaid zone, Fairport with it. Eventually is taken away by Leonardi. Dugan gets the puck poked off of his stick. Krug trying to step into him, but the puck goes down. No icing called. And it's sent back out of the zone. McQuaid regroups. It's Kidd. Avoids a hit, gets it to Campbell. He avoids a hit. Dugan goes in for it. Try to pass down in front, nobody there. Kept in the point by Kidd. His wrist shot comes right over to Dugan. He couldn't get a stick on that one. Pass out in front. Tortora, backhander, and deflected up and over. Wow. A good opportunity for the defenseman. Puck comes to the near circle. It gets sent down. And we are going to have an icing call. I'm not sure. I thought that one would be tipped, but nonetheless, icing call. 10:27 left to play in the third. We're going to take a quick break. This is a Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. Welcome back to Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, and the Fairport fans are rowdy right in front of us, not liking that icing call. Kidd's shot gets blocked in front of him. Now it's Perota. He'll send it down for Nasca. Taken away by Falk. However, Perota just chips this one in a little further. We have a boarding call coming up, as going to the box will be, I believe, Modesti. He could be a cross-check or a boarding. Let's see what the ref says, Matt.
Terrible penalty by Modesti, no question about it. He saw his opponent in the numbers. It's going to be a cross-checking call. It could have gone either way as far as cross-checking or boarding, but no doubt about it, his opponent's numbers were facing him, and he just leaned right into him and sent him into the boards. Not a good penalty at all. And that's not a good penalty any time of the day.
It's not.
For that matter. And of course, now when you're down by one with 10 minutes left in the third period, and your team is shorthanded now because of you.
And obviously, you know, the referees care for the player's safety, and that's the ultimate thing. And they were in a vulnerable position. You're going to make that call 100%.
Absolutely. Now, I was just going to say, it seemed like the referees were doing a good job putting the whistles away, letting both teams play, but you have to call that. It's about player safety at that point, and a great job by the officials for making that call.
Dugan wins the puck from Schoeffel. It comes back to the point. Campbell's shot gets blocked in front by Krug. Leonardi to Dugan. Back down to Leonardi. He'll walk across to Campbell. One-timer save made. Campbell with a backhander. That one gets deflected up, but Kaiser gets across earlier with a great pad save. Leonardi with it. Back to the point to McCabe. Winds up, pad save. And nonetheless, I think, not sure.
I think, do we have a player in the crease? Or?
I think we have a penalty coming up. Or we'll see, but
just before that happened, though, talk about a great save once again by Ethan Kaiser as he denied Michael Campbell. Campbell with that one-timer from the right side, and Kaiser just stretching his left leg. That looked painful from up here,
Campbell,
but I'm sure he's in great shape, great flexibility to make that save across.
And I know Campbell probably should have gotten that shot up. I mean, I bet you he'd like to have that one back. It's Dugan right at the top of the far corner. Down to Leonardi. He'll walk in, and that's in. They score! It's Leonardi! A power play goal, and it's a 2-goal lead regained for McQuaid, 3-1.
Wow, that's definitely one Ethan Kaiser would like to have back. Leonardi basically walking down the goal line, just throwing it at the net. Somehow he found an opening to get it by Kaiser. Any goaltender will tell you, any hockey fan will tell you that that's one the goaltender's got to get. And just look at the expression on Ethan Kaiser right now. He knows he should have had it, and that's a tough one to swallow for the Fairport Red Raiders.
As Fairport did have some momentum prior to that bad penalty being taken by Modesti. And McQuaid has regained their all-important 2-goal lead. A big hit right off the face-off as Talty gets nailed by Gilia. So that gives the Fairport fans something to cheer about.
What a hit by Gilia. Talty did not see him coming at all. That's a great way to set the tone. Let's see if his team can gain some momentum now.
I think Julia would probably agree. He'd rather have a goal there more than a big hit, but nonetheless, it's a way to get your team riled up. 9:04 left in the third. This third period sponsored by Locker Room Sports with 2 locations to serve your equipment needs. Ridge Road West in Greece and the Villegrays Regional Iceplex. And McQuaid fans getting on Kaiser's face, but you know what? That young man should not be hanging his head. Yes, that was a bad goal to give up on the third one, but he has played phenomenal tonight.
Definitely.
The whole year.
Definitely. He's human. He's allowed to make mistakes too. Yeah, it came at a bad time, but you know that doesn't downgrade the rest and everything else that he's done throughout this game so far.
Face off outside of the Fairport zone. It'll come back to center ice where Tyndall will try and play that one away, but it's poked off of his stick. Back comes White, the goal scorer. He'll try and pass that and run out in front. Good play by Rosedale to lie down and block that one with his stick. Back to center ice it comes. Entering the zone is White. Tries to poke that one around Pasco. He loses it. Kept in by Ball. For the time being, here comes Talty. One-on-one with Herzog. And a good play by Herzog to get Talty off the puck. That pass came out in front, nobody there for McQuaid. Now it's Tortora with it. Get this one up to Nasca. Good chip to get around Herzog. He walks in, a good move. Couldn't get a shot on that. It's laying there, backhander on Kaiser, and a rebound opportunity to get sent wide. McCabe with it. His shot gets blocked in front by Ball. He'll slap this one around, and it comes out of the zone. Schofel tries to get around Tortora. He can't. Great play by the defenseman to poke a puck off of his stick. That comes out in front to Raymond. And McCabe will just play this one up the center. So again, back and forth action in this game. And it's good to see Gebhardt back out there, no problem. We have a penalty coming up to McQuaid. Delayed call. We'll see who goes to the box. Sullivan tried to get around his man. It won't work. Raymond will flip that one to center. And a penalty will be called.
Craig McCabe for the McQuaid needs to settle down right now. That first penalty he took was horrible. He clearly took a shot to the head of, I believe it was Michael Ball of Fairport. And there he goes again on his way to the box, just giving him another nudge. And he's lucky he didn't get another penalty in between the hash marks in his own end. Right after the whistle, he took a run at one of the Fairport players. He's really got to settle down with his team up 2-2 right now.
Fairport on another power play, a chance to make it a 1-goal game. Rochester sports fans, check out rocksportsnetwork.com, your online hub for Rochester area sports, pod and webcasts, game broadcasts, how-to videos, TV and radio shows, and much more. Check out tonight's game on demand at rocksportsnetwork.com. Hey, and you know what? You can also check out an awesome podcast, just tossing it out there. An awesome podcast called Matt on Ice.
Wednesday nights.
That's right, Wednesday nights at 6. It'll be up, posted the next day. But we, the hosts like to talk about college hockey and also all things hockey. And I think they do a pretty good job.
College hockey is our main focus, and it's an exciting time, certainly with SUNYAC playoffs right now. Where you got Plattsburgh and Oswego, and also a lot more on the way. So join us this week if you can.
I think we both want to make a quick shout out to our dear friends at the Brockport Golden Eagle, the hockey team, the men's team. Matt and I both did play-by-play for them 2 years in a row. He did it 12-13. I did it in 13-14 this past season. We know a lot of the guys on the team. And I think I speak for Matt when I say just how proud of them we are for upsetting Geneseo in the first round 6-4 and hanging with Plattsburgh in the second game, losing just 7-5. They came back down 4-1 and tied it. But I mean, hats off to those guys and the seniors on that team. I couldn't be more proud of them, and proud to call them some of them my friends as well.
Without a doubt, phenomenal season, especially for goaltender Aaron Green there. He played phenomenal. A lot to be proud of for Coach Brian Dickinson and the Brockport Golden Eagles.
That program is on the way up, and I couldn't be happier for them there. They have some of the nicest people you can meet. 7:34 left in the third. Fairport on the power play. Campbell, strong win. Puck gets flipped up in the air, sent down the ice by Schwartzman. Leonardi gives chase. Krug falls down, and it gives time for Leonardi to take the puck away. Fairport having trouble staying on their skates today. Here comes it's Sullivan. Kid's gonna get there first. He tumbles down. Puck comes back to the point to Krug. His cross-ice pass, wrist shot. Raymond makes a save. If it got through, that was put on by Ball. And they try and poke this one through. It's Eichmann losing the puck to Kidd. Eichmann shoves his man to the ground, and he takes a tumble. Players falling all over the ice, and a good play by Kidd to just knock the puck back to the point. It's Krug with it. His shot gets blocked in front by his own teammate, Sullivan. He falls now. It's Fairport still with the puck. Ball at the point, backhands it down to Eichmann. And a good play by Campbell to knock this one out of the zone. Strong play by Michael Campbell, the captain for this team. A shot put on by Eichmann gets blocked in front. Schwartzman slaps this one around, and this will go all the way down. 15 seconds left on the power play for Fairport.
A lot of in the zone time for the Fairport Red Raiders there on that power play, but not so many shots. That's the only thing that was missing from that power play. Other than that, you can say it was all right.
Dugan hacking at his man as the play goes into the zone of McQuaid, and the penalty is up. McCabe comes out of the box. And now Talty takes his spot. Battle behind the McQuaid net. 4 players there. Less than 6 minutes remaining in the third. Tyndall down to the ice, manages to shove it away. Dugan takes it now as he cycles back behind his own net. Just drops it for Schuler. Nice lead pass up to Pasco as he'll hit Talty, but it's poked off of his stick by Gebhardt. Fairport enters his zone. That shot goes high and into the glove of Raymond, and some shoving being, I guess some shoving taking place, but 5:27 left in the third. We're going to take a break. This is the Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. Welcome back to Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. A Class A championship game. We're in the third period. McQuaid up 3-1, over Fairport. As Fairport applying pressure, that puck comes out in front. A good play made by Naska to knock that puck down by making a diving play. Shot from the point goes wide by Gebhardt. Another shot from the point gets deflected in front, knocked down by Rosedale. He'll flip this one out to center. Gebhardt with it again. Flip back in. Raymond will leave it for his defense. Tyndall will slap this one around the boards, and it will go all the way down for an icing call with 4:53 left to play.
On that last play right before we went to break, Jake Spacies for the Red Raiders brought the puck over the blue line, and he had two of his teammates charging to the net, but he had space as well, but he didn't really give them time to get to the net. Seemed like he kind of rushed that shot. And if you have room, it's more fitting, you'd say, to kind of let that play develop and let your guys get to the net. Maybe something would happen as a result.
Face-off win in a single-handed effort as Eichmann put the puck on net. And we have a penalty coming up.
It's going to be McCabe.
McCabe is going to the box. Leonardi looking for a question on this one, and for a minute I honestly thought both of them could have gone off, but McCabe will be the only one looks like he's taking a penalty here.
Yeah, interesting. I think that Fairport player was Tyler Sullivan in front of the net there, but McCabe definitely gave him the last shot, so I think the referee just got him for retaliating as far as that goes.
As I guess the referees really need to keep this game in check. I mean, emotions are getting the better of some of these players, so nonetheless, another power play for Fairport. Face-off won by McQuaid, and Kidd, who has been really stout on the penalty kill tonight, will send this one down where Leonardi gives chase, and he actually gets the puck. He's killing some time. 4.5 left in the third period.
You have to think it's now or never right now for the Red Raiders. A power play with just over 4 minutes. Now's the time.
Puck comes behind the McQuaid net. Kidd ties his man up, and now Campbell will get there first, and he'll wrist this one down over the head of Ball. And it will be played by Kaiser. Leonardi loses the sight of this one, otherwise he would have had control of the puck. Taken back by Sullivan. Lead pass up to Eichmann. He enters his zone. Tries to get around Schwartzman, and Schwartzman does a great job of taking the body as he knocks Sullivan off the puck. Lead pass to Campbell. Enters his zone, tries to get around his man, gets knocked off the puck. Great play by Gebhardt, who has been strong on defense tonight. We've seen a lot of strong defensive plays by each respective team. Ball comes away with it. Up to Schofel, who enters the zone. It gets taken off his stick by Kidd and sent out. And now it's Gilia. Eventually turned over by Fairport with 10 seconds left in the power play. McQuaid finishing up their change. And here comes Fairport entering the zone. Modesti gives it over to Gigi. Penalty is up. McCabe is back on the bench. A slap shot for the point. That one goes wide. 3 minutes left. Puck gets sent out to the neutral zone. Delayed offsides call on Fairport. So Tyndall to his D partner Tortora. Back up to Rosedale. Rosedale still with it. Avoids most of that hip check. Pasco with it. His pass out in front, and the Kaiser will hold as he tried to feed Talty. 2:42 left to play in the third period, which is sponsored by Locker Room Sports. Stop in to see Graham, Steve, and the gang for the special attention you deserve. They know the game, and they know the fit. Shots 24-21 in favor of McQuaid, and it's do or die time for Fairport. I mean, they really need to win this face-off right here, Matt.
Definitely. In your own end, you can't give McQuaid any more momentum than they have right now. You've got to take this game away from them.
Fairport does win the face-off. Krug will send it back behind his own net to Ball. And the lead pass goes up to Pepe. Tried to backhand this one in. Raymond will hold, and sniffing for that puck, I believe, was Krug. Or no, excuse me. It looked like it's a 1-8. Jason White, excuse me, the goal scorer for Fairport. 2:25 left to play in the third period. And an offensive zone faceoff for Fairport, which is what they need.
Well, keep an eye on Ethan Kaiser. It's still a little bit early to pull the goalie now, but when you're down by 2, you figure you have to act eventually. So we'll definitely keep an eye on him to see if Coach Chris Moroder decides to pull him for the extra attacker.
What would Patrick Waugh do? I'd assume he'd pull the goalie 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
Before the period even started.
Ball slap shot right into the glove of Raymond, and he will hold. And you know, I noticed, Matt, with the exception of one, the only goal given up, Raymond has been seeing the puck very well tonight and has yet to give up too many rebounds.
Definitely, and he's showing a lot of confidence stepping up, you know, really, and putting his glove out there, making sure he traps it, making sure he's not giving up any rebounds. I mean, obviously, the goal he let get by him, it was a little bit of a trickler, but for the most part, he's been great.
To the left of Raymond is a face-off, and is won by Fairport. Pass comes out in front, they score! What a play! Eichmann to Schofel, and it's a one-goal game with 2:13 left in the third. My goodness, Matt!
Oh, baby, what a pass by Eichmann to Alex Schofel. Raymond had no idea that was coming as Eichmann was going behind the net, and then he dropped it on his backhand the opposite direction, and Alex Schofel was Johnny on the spot to knock it home. And we've got a one-goal game with 2:13 remaining. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Wow. Honestly, I was talking to my good friend Brandon Henshaw before this game, and we both said that this might be one of the best games of the year that you get to see. And you know what? It has not disappointed. We have a timeout, I believe, on the McQuaid side, and we'll take one as well. 2:13 left to play in the third. This is the Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. Welcome back to the Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. It is getting exciting here at Ritter Arena, and the atmosphere, as it usually is during this time of year, is just phenomenal. I mean, all the fans, all the students, a lot of people here, and we're in for a good last 2:13, Matt.
The Red Raiders are fired up, as they should be, as they just cut this lead to 1. Cameron Krug and Cameron Gebhardt were just over to the bench, and really you could sense by the way they were looking at their fans, looking at their teammates, they're trying to fire them up, and I think they've done that. And the Fairport fans are certainly showing us right now how wired up they are.
Dugan gets the puck for McQuaid. He'll backhand this one in on Kaiser, who will leave it for his defenseman. Krug thought he might hold that one, but he does not. This pass is kept in, and it's still in the Fairport zone, eventually taken away by Krug. Watch for Kaiser as he goes to the box. It's Sullivan, and he gets dumped by McQuaid, but great play by McQuaid to knock the puck off his stick and then dump his man. Back to the point, a deflection shot. McQuaid clears it away after Schoeffel nearly deflected that one in. And a pass comes out in front. Rebound opportunity, Dugan with it. He falls, manages to get out of the zone. Leonardi gets around his man. Eichmann gets back for Fairport. And it's stolen back. Leonardi fires a shot, and he gets a rebound opportunity. And we have a penalty coming up to Fairport. Not a good penalty to take. Minute 16 left, and we have Mason Eichmann going to the box. We'll see what the call is, Matt. Have you seen any indication? I have not seen what the call might be. A hook, maybe?
Yeah, that was going to be my guess, and if that's the case, I don't like that at all. I mean, at this time in the game, that play to me looked like a bit of a stick lift. So I don't know if you can go ahead and call that a hook.
As we'll wait to get confirmation on that one, but nonetheless, if that's the case, it could be a backbreaker for Fairport as they are now short-handed with this high-powered McQuaid offense on the power play, up 1 goal with a minute 16 left to play in this game.
It makes it that much tougher for Fairport to pull Kaiser now.
They were just playing Why Can't We Be Friends on the PA, and that was amazing. It's McCabe at the point. Campbell's one-timer gets blocked, and he'll come out of the zone. Still couldn't hear what the penalty was. We'll wait for that. We'll find that out. Leonardi gets pinched off the puck and less than a minute to play in the game. Ball will just whip this one down. Great glove by Campbell, and he'll flip this one back in, preventing Kaiser from going to the bench. Ball with it. Lead pass up to White. White with it. His shot gets deflected by Campbell and it goes wide. Kaiser's to the bench. Back comes Fairport. Campbell trying to knock his man off the puck. White with a shot. That one goes wide. Here's Campbell, banks this one off the boards, and it's going to go down, and we have an icing call with 21.6 seconds left in the third. 36 on the power play for McQuaid, but that might not matter. Obviously
not a good icing to take for McQuaid, especially when you're on the power play. I don't see how you let that happen, and this is what Fairport obviously needs, a face-off just to the left of Connor Raymond. A big draw, obviously, biggest draw of the season right now for the Red Raiders.
Face-off will be to the left of Connor Raymond, who has made 22 saves so far tonight. Kidd gets the puck, takes it into his near corner. 15 seconds left. Puck comes back to the point, to Ball. It hops over his stick, and it comes out to neutral zone, and it's taken away by Rosedale. Puck is in the Fairport zone. That shot goes wide, but nonetheless, it will not matter as McQuaid has come out on top in this game, 3-2. A fantastic effort by both teams, but McQuaid just managed to get the goals when they mattered and managed to shut down Fairport when it mattered, and they'll win this one. And they head over to their fan section right now to celebrate with them, all the great fans who came to support their teams.
What a great finish, a great game, great atmosphere, great effort from both teams. It's exciting to see the McQuaid boys out there now with their going over to their student section, all excited, all happy. They deserve it. They have every right to be happy and to be celebrating right now. And it's also tough on the other end to see the dejection and the hanging heads here of the Fairport Red Raiders, because it's been a long season. They've played great. They especially played great tonight. In the end, it wasn't enough, but you know, there's still a lot to be proud of.
Well, that'll wrap up our coverage. As of right now, we'll be back with the player of the game coming up shortly. As right now, once again, it is 3-2 final, McQuaid over Fairport in the Class A championship game. This is the Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. We're here with player of the game, Christian Leonardi, after McQuaid's big win in the championship game over Fairport, 3-2. Christian, you got the game-winning goal. That was a bit of an odd play, so just take us through that goal and what you saw.
Yeah, so, well, the power play we run, usually Jack Dugan's up on the point, and they were pressuring him all game, so we sent it down to me. And basically the pass across the ice was taken away, so I put it short side, just hope for the best.
And this must be sweet redemption for you guys. You lost last year at the hands of Fairport, so to come back and get this win, I mean, just, is it a sigh of relief after this game?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, last year was horrible. After losing that, we all got together and basically said, you know, this is our year and we're going to make the most of it. You know, we got the whole cheering section, rocked the port. They were great. Definitely gave us the boost we needed, and you know, it's great to beat them.
And you guys are moving on now, so how excited are you, and just to look forward to the next game?
You know, we take this one in for a little bit, but yeah, definitely excited to go play in regionals. It's an honor to represent Section 5. You know, it's just been a blessing all year to play with such a great group of guys. You know, I wouldn't want to have it any other way.
Well, this is Steve Ralph from Ralph Honda. He'd like to present you with the Player of the Game award for tonight's game.
All right, congratulations, Christian. Great game.
Thank you very much.
Congrats, Christian. Thanks again.
Thank you.
My 18 Sports would like to introduce today's Zweigels fans of the game. Matt Krug, Jake Blazak, Jake Zelkowski, Zach Thompson, and Evan Lewan for their loud and proud cheering during tonight's game. They are presented with a Zweigels t-shirt and tickets to an upcoming Amherst game.
That about wraps up our coverage for today's Class A championship game at Ralph Honda High School Hockey. Game of the week on My 18 Sports between McQuaid and Fairport, as McQuaid came out on top in this one 3-2, getting redemption after last year's playoff exit at the hands of Fairport. And we predicted a fantastic game, and you got to give your credit to the Fairport kids for getting that late goal and making it as exciting as it was. But in the end, it was the depth of McQuaid that led to them win.
Absolutely, and it definitely shows, you know, how close this game was. The fact that most of the goals just kind of trickled in, just kind of developed on innocent-looking plays, if that's what you want to call it. And of course, you know, the work ethic was certainly there from both of them. Like you said, props to Fairport for getting that late goal, showing that they're still in it, showing that they're not going to go away. They're going to battle hard. In the end, they had that one last chance there. It seemed they had a bit of a mini odd man rush in their own end, but I think it was one of the defensemen there couldn't keep the puck in. But, you know, nonetheless, a great effort from them, great season altogether, and congrats to McQuaid for a great season and overall winning the championship.
McQuaid moves on, and a heartbreaker for Fairport. Boy, hats off to those guys on a fantastic year as well. That about wraps up our coverage. For Matt Stathopoulos, I'm Matt Winthrop. Thank you for watching the entire year. It's the Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. Thanks again. Have a great night.